First half, it's 14-0.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 36.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. Complete here. It's Hyde. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down and 4. Operating from the gun. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. His third interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They start the drive with Hyde. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. From the gun, again to Hyde. Tackled there by Rayshawn Jenkins. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 25 on second down, Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up the first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. Open is City's got it. Touchdown Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks. They're able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Tyler Lockett down with the return. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
That's the reason he's gone for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Hyde. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Penny. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Casey Hayward.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. And it's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And back to the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They started on the ground with Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Once more, here's Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 2.
From his own end zone, Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Turnover on downs.
Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught at about the 5.
Wilson's pass.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and this is going to be a Charger touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, But I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Lockett the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
And 9 yards to go.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup. There, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They run again with Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Brings up third down.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there. And
it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Chargers 7. Michael Dixon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Keenan Allen.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 53 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
The kick is good.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use him at this point. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson wants to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Lockett the return. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Carson.
Chris Carson.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete.
Wilson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wilson to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter. I anticipated, probably you anticipated, a comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count it.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me if
how they be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go missing? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light year to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is Tony Pollard. And he returns this to the 22.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A first down throw for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Chargers 0. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Taylor, he'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Taylor to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Pass incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott able to hit his target Lamb. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Prescott from the gun. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run with Elliott. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Cowboys 14, Chargers 7. To kick off for Dallas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And caught by Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Taylor. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Chargers 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
Inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Chargers.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, it's Taylor. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. fake to Eckler. Now here's Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Intercepted. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out.
EA Studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Going deep here for Allen. This is intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Elliott, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
On the play. It's 4th down.
4th down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It's Eckler again. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it, because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the 1st down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, he got the best of both worlds. A good pickup there, a 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
To C.D. Lamb.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And 2 at the 13-yard line.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
First and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And again, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Prescott yet again. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Eckler, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31. Taylor on the screen. This is Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor.
At the 46-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Pollard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Running on first down, Eckler. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Mike Badgley to kick.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
The Chargers.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.